In today's energy markets, let's take a look at WTI crude futures as they're moving higher today. Crude futures trading higher for a second session. Today we're looking at the futures market up about 0.5% currently at the 63.10 level. Now we're looking at a range developing here the past week from a closing perspective, a low end of 62 and a top end of 64. So we're in about a 5-day period of closes within that range, and today we're right in the middle of that range here, right around that 63.10 level. Driving factors, a couple things about production supply, I think being the bigger influences today. Indications that maybe some of the shale production here in the U.S. might be reined in a little bit as expectations for demand continue to show indications that it could be slowing with plenty of supply in the market currently. That's one of the factors, I think, contributing to the short-term shift in sentiment in the market. Couple that with, again, longer-term aspects as far as some of the trade initiatives appear to be softening a little bit, and that could also be helping to support the WTI and crude space as a whole here the last couple of days. Now looking at the general trends, we are again trading in a range here for the last week between that 62 and 64 level, and so again holding that level today and in the middle of that range. Will be interesting to see if we continue to hold this or if we are able to break out of this range moving into next week, with several factors potentially influencing the market. Also, Baker Hughes rig count today. We did see an increase of 2 active oil rigs, the second increase in the 2 weeks now, and that's the first 2-week increase going back to February. So a shift in the dynamics there, even though it does appear that maybe some of the shale production is slowing, at least when you look at active rigs on a week-over-week basis, we did see an increase of 2 this week. So rig counts holding steady to moving slightly higher. When you compare them to last year, though, we are still well below the active rigs in last year, a year ago levels. So even with the increase, we're still below those active rigs from last year. So I think overall, those are the dynamics here as to why we're experiencing some stabilization in the market and a little bit higher price action for a second day.